The preparedness for Future Home Standards 2025 seems generally higher in those installing into new build properties as opposed to retrofit refurbishment projects.
They are finding it challenging to meet the timeline. They are indeed. Some people are doing more research than others. Some people are looking at where they need to be now, and they're acting on that and looking at their supply chain. Others really are having to deal with their today problems as opposed to looking at future issues. Around the timeline, I don't think people understand, there's issues with the supply chain. The timeline is a little bit too short, I believe, and people, they're not looking at that at the moment. They're more looking at what they're doing right now. They're not looking at what they need to do in the future.
The difference in priority on new build homes is that on new build homes you will be building everything to the new standards for future homes, whereas retrofitting you will be upgrading an element, so it could be the windows for example. So in terms of the priorities, I would say on new build homes it is longevity and sustainability and energy efficiency as well, and I would say that applies to retrofitting as well.
I think a lot more emphasis has been put on the new build, but with retrofit, I don't think they've looked at that a great deal. The efficiencies, the costings, looking at all of those things in one package for the retrofit. They've looked more at the new build.
I think in all honesty, the preferred material for material selection at the moment is aluminium. It's favoured with architects due to its sort of history and use in buildings. However, I think PVC has got a real strong place within the marketplace. I think PVC has a similar design aesthetic as well as it being able to achieve much better thermal performance than aluminium.
Misconceptions about PVC window material continue to linger within the marketplace. And that's down to the misconceptions about design, style and finish of a PVC window.
I would say people are not aware of window manufacturers being able to achieve 0.8 U value. On a recent survey that we did, 65% of respondents said no and 35% said that they were unsure of people being able to achieve this. And we still have architects and specifiers specifying U values of 1.1 and 1.4, so I would say that this is definitely something that we need to work on.
REHAU have also looked at new ways of producing the new PVC. Their walls on the PVC are 3 mil thick, where other people's are only 2.8 to 2.4. They've looked at the new steel that needs to be put in there, and they've also looked at the co-extruded, where you have extra material added into there, so it brings it all down to that 0.8 U value.
I think the importance of using UK manufactured products is strong within this country. I think it is a more sustainable way of manufacturing, producing less CO2 with transport costs, also boosting the local economy by providing more jobs and more places for people to work.
Well, of course, there's some really good products coming on the market now. For example, REHAU have produced products from what we call post-consumer waste. So we're taking first-generation PVC windows that were installed in the 70s, 80s. We're recycling that material. We're utilising the hardware, the glass, the PVC. We're recycling that back, and the PVC, for example, is recycled down, used as a central core of a new window system. So it can be very, very sustainable, and that can be done 6 or 7 times. And if a window lasts 35 years, we can see how long the system could last.